Oh, that was us.
You never know if this thing's working when we hit the button.
There you go. So, once again, I'm Captn Bob.
I'm Arlo.
And we're from Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. Hopefully you're liking our blobs here. So, because otherwise, if you don't like them, we're wasting our time. No, we're wasting your time, too.
No. But we got a big topic today.
We
a
do.
big topic, and can be a sore one. It can be...
It could be,
big,
right.
Big topic.
So, the question is, when you go to car events, car shows, bike shows, do you go just for a one reason? Yeah. Congratulations to you.
I'm so proud. I want to thank my mother. I want to thank my father.
All right, enough. But is that the reason why you go to car events? Is it for the trophies? Or is it just going to just meet people and have a good time?
Yeah.
Now, you have all kinds of things. Do you go for the dash plaque?
Dash plaques.
A lot of people love dash plaques.
Well, and there's a reason for that. I mean, this tells that
Right.
you participated in something.
At an event,
so
right.
We don't see these too often anymore.
No, that's true.
You know, I've got boxes of these things,
Yeah.
but what I like about them is that it shows that I came and I participated. Didn't have to win anything, I just showed up. Because we know a lot of car shows are a benefit.
Right.
So we came and participated.
Right.
So this one here, remember this one?
Yes, I do.
We gave this one
our
away.
Justice League
We did the
car
Justice
shows.
League of Car Clubs in 2009. So if you came to
feel
Great
so
Lakes
old.
Dragaway, we brought all the car clubs together
That's
in
right.
one big
Yeah.
Justice League thing.
Now, you also look at, besides a trophy, they give away plaques.
Right.
Cool plaques.
Yeah.
Is that another reason why you go? To get a plaque. Or the cooler plaques like those too.
Yeah.
Or maybe you go for the beer.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually kind of an award.
That is?
It was actually, they gave it away. It was a
Meltdown.
special commemorative bottle of
Pull it
beer.
up so they can see the
Yeah, so you can
label
see
on it.
right
It's
there.
kinda cool.
See the Meltdown
The
beer.
Meltdown Drags.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool. So,
Yep.
again,
Or
do you go for
like this guy.
the big trophies?
Right here, the big one. We're very proud of this. Oh, I'm going to hit the studio lights.
Yeah.
See, the Road Devils gave us this.
That's kinda
This
cool.
is a trophy that they gave to us because we won the award for best guys at a car show.
Yeah.
And this is cool because you know what this is? This is made of all these different trophies. And they put it all together in one big trophy for us, and they gave that to us. So, you know,
Or do you go for just a traditional trophy?
that's traditional.
That's just kind of
kind of gaudy tradition. That looks
well,
like the
I know,
Oscars.
but that's kind of a traditional trophy. That's what they gave away for many, many years.
They did. Now they go
just
more
a
like this
trophy.
one.
Now they went
Yeah.
to the bigger ones, or they went into the plaques.
Yeah.
Now the one that I think is kind of cool when you go to an event,
Yeah.
which I really think is kind of neat, is when you go for the, I say homemade trophies.
Homemade.
Now take a look at that. It's all out of wood.
Yeah.
It was all made by this club. They have two gentlemen that actually make these trophies.
Yeah.
And
They
every
made
year,
carburetors, everything, every car
brake
part,
drums,
brake
everything
drums.
on there. So, again, a lot of us go to car events because we want to go to the car events. We want to meet with people. A lot of us go to car events because we just want to win a trophy.
Yeah.
We kind of state it's not all about the trophy.
No.
It's not all about the car. It is about the people that are there.
Right.
And we think it's important. Now, when you do go to these car events, we think it's very important too that if you are getting a trophy or you are getting an award, be thankful. If your friend next to you didn't get a trophy and he gets all upset or she gets all upset, hey, come on. It's just
Yeah.
a piece of metal or a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
It's no use getting upset with anybody.
And a lot of these shows that have these trophies, the judging is done by either the community, the people running the show, and so they're not a point system, they're not professional, like Good Guys has and all those types of guys.
Or
it's not.
Build a really big car and then go to probably Pebble Beach or something like that.
Then that makes sense.
Exactly.
But a lot of the judges are just people that were asked to come in. They
Every day.
love cars.
Everyday people.
And they've been given maybe some criteria.
Right.
Maybe there's some points to it. They're not given a lot of information. So they go around and they do the best they can.
That's right. Exactly.
And so we understand that. And you can't get upset if you don't win the trophy. We've had people come up and say, well, I spent $90,000 in this car and this piece of shit over here got a trophy and I didn't. Well, okay. I don't know how to answer that. You still got a gorgeous car for $90,000, and this person over here probably got the trophy because they worked on it themselves or whatever they did.
Exactly.
There might have been a story behind it.
Right.
That's the other thing. A lot of judges are persuaded by the story.
Right.
You and I. This is one thing. The only time that you and I will do it now. I mean, we've done some judging and we don't want to do it. is the Young Gun Award.
Yes.
We
yes.
give out a trophy to the Young Gun Award along with an automotive credit card or
Right.
cash card that they can use. So you and I, it's 29 and younger, and we go walk around. We talk to the kids. If they don't know anything about the car,
If they just bought the car and they don't do anything with the car,
no,
okay, it's still cool that they're part of
cool car.
they're
That's
part
right.
of the hobby.
Right.
But again, like you had mentioned the story, it
Yeah.
could be the young gun or the young child or guy or girl that's wrenched on the car, maybe got it from their father, has driven the car, has done all kinds of things. That's what we're looking at.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So,
when you said young girl, I go to the was it Mazamini?
yeah.
She
yes.
had that, a Ford Inglia
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
that she loved, and there were a lot of great cars there from Young Guns that were there as well. But she wanted this car when she was 14.
14
13.
years. Yeah.
She got the car, worked on it. She has pictures of her tearing it apart, reaching out to parts people in England or wherever she can get her hands on it, and it was a cute little car.
Everything she did on the car, except the only thing she didn't do was the paint work.
With the paintwork.
Otherwise, she did everything else on the car.
Yeah, I always remember the story on that one. Something it only went so fast. It was such a little.
Yeah, a little small little.
My granddaughter called it a purse car. It looked like a little purse.
Exactly, yeah.
But anyways, we said to her, "Gosh, taking it on the highway, you can't go very fast." She goes, "That's okay." We said, "Well, would you want to go a little faster?" And she said, "No. When you go slow, the people get a longer time to look at my car."
Yeah.
She said so. She had to write it. So we gave her that award.
Exactly.
Now we know that there's other young guns that were there that worked on their car and stuff, but it is really the story, and we want to keep them motivated to do that. But trophies unto themselves, we'd like to hear from you about your viewpoints on trophies and winning trophies. Is that important?
Now, our good friend Jimmy Shine, which we've been with many times, kind of taught us also too, when you go and you're picking a car for a trophy, and it's good that you brought up about, the people that do the judging are everyday people.
Yeah.
They have certain criterias. But as Jimmy would say, what catches your eye?
Right.
Again, it could be the $500,000 car that's over here, or it could be the maybe $70,000 build here, or the $30,000 build here, but the $30,000 build caught your eye. Something about the car caught your eye.
Yeah.
The way it's sat, the stance, the paint job. Something about it that he said, then maybe that's why you're picking that vehicle. Mm-hmm. And that's what judges have to do too. It's kind of what they like.
Well, if you're judging all the Corvettes,
right?
Okay, then there's criteria. But when you're doing hot rods or a large class, you're going to get different makes and models, all co-mixed. Especially the street rod category between certain years, there could be everything in there. So what do you go for? And so
we've done shows where mayors and chiefs of police had to pick cars, and they've come up to us and they said, well, I know a little bit about cars, but what do I pick? And we would tell them what you like. Pick the vehicle you like. What would you like to drive home from here? I think the most fun at being at some of the car events where you can't get upset with anybody for judges is when you have children picking the vehicles.
Yes, right.
Because it's the children that just,
Yeah.
They might just like the color of it. They might just like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Something about it. And
they made the trophies.
And they made the trophies.
You and I were at an event.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
were the Boy Scouts out there in McGuanago picked both our cars.
Yeah.
And, I got this hubcap, Bonneville hubcap with their logo on it and all that kind of stuff onto it. They made it themselves. Yeah. In fact, you and I actually have talked to the Boy Scouts on making trophies.
Yes, right, exactly.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's going back a few years ago, quite a few years ago, telling them how to pick cars as well. Now, Hagerty has a great program for the youth.
Yes, they do.
They go through and they get experts to come in and talk to them about what to look for in cars.
Yep.
But you know what? I get it. If they're offering trophies, I get that you're saying, well, should we have a better system or shouldn't they do a better job giving those trophies out? Sure, I get that. But the majority of the people judging, they're doing the best they can.
That's right. So don't get upset with them.
And some of these shows are 900 to 1,000 cars, and you got to go through and pick one out for, all day kind of thing. It's very difficult.
I look at a lot of events that we go to that almost everybody there is a winner.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
They all got great cars. There's not any car there that's bad. Mm-hmm. But as you had stated, don't get upset with the judges. They are everyday people. They're picking your vehicle because they were asked to be a judge.
Yeah.
It's kind of the old saying, if you were in the service, Don't let them learn your name. Don't step forward and don't volunteer for anything. Well, that sometimes happens at these car events. I need a volunteer. Oh, why? I'll do it. What do you want? You got to be a judge. Oh, you know.
I remember, I think, many years ago, they asked you to judge because I stayed back and I worked the music.
Yes.
This is going way back, I think, to the
Right.
The cat one.
It was
The rescue cat thing.
right. Oh, yes.
And I'm up on this hill,
Yeah.
I'm looking down, and Bob's in the hot sun, sweating down there, going through all these sheets. And all I said on the microphone was, "Could somebody give this man a beer?" Okay.
I had more trunks open up that day.
Or the other thing that we've done.
asked, your car could win a trophy if there's a dollar bill underneath the windshield wiper or on the front seat. And we've had a lot of money, and then we usually give it to a fundraiser that they're doing that day.
We give the money to the benefit,
exactly,
yeah,
right.
so we collect it that way too. Some people put $5 on it,
and
but they all know it's
they're
in
doing
fun.
it for fun,
It's in
right,
fun, and we take that money and give it away. But you know, it's just a time to get together, and if you get a trophy, that's cool. If you don't, okay, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to put this out here too. We know a particular car show that they buy extra trophies for those people that come up afterwards and start really yelling and bitching at
That they didn't get a trophy.
That they didn't get a
right.
trophy, and I've seen people get very violent with this person.
Is it that
and
important?
so he goes out and buys 2 or 3 extras, and he says, "Here, take one."
Exactly.
That's sad when that happens. That you got to get that violent about it.
I
get if you're Pebble Beach. I get it
Right,
if this is
exactly.
a judged concourse type thing, or even like a muscle car thing where they're judging particular categories you're up against. I get that. But for the most part, these church festivals and these little shows would.
The ones that I like the best, if you're going to get upset about, is the trophy is going to be dollars.
Yeah.
You know, why didn't I win that? Because I wanted money. And, you know, you go to some events where there is cash that's given away too.
Yeah.
So, again, you got to remember, be careful on that. Mm-hmm. But the ones that I'm impressed by are when the young guns, younger people get the awards.
Yeah.
You're speaking of the CAT award, when we did that many years ago, we actually picked a young kid for his car.
Yeah.
When the show was all over, we were kind of like in a little bit of a valley by a resort.
Yeah.
When the car show was all over, we were up at the resort eating, and we looked down there, and here was the kid's car just sitting in the middle of the field by itself.
We thought, it broke down.
Yeah, we thought something happened. And what happened was he called all of his relatives to come down that day. They all came down there and met him there at the car show when it was all over, and he stood there by the car with his relatives getting pictures because he was so happy that he won an award.
Everybody,
so
it was pretty cool.
Yes, it is important to get trophies, but then again, it isn't important sometimes to get trophies. Just go for the fun of it. Meet your friends, have a good time, enjoy it, be respectful, and again, the people that are running the event, the organizers, be thankful for them because they're putting on this car event. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any place to go either.
No. And some of the biggest car shows around don't have trophies.
Exactly, you're right.
It's about the community. They all come in, and there's no pressure whatsoever.
You're right.
But we get it. We understand it. But you know, if it happens, it happens. It's a human judging, and humans have many faults.
Yes.
And also, a lot of times, the judging criteria, as I said, they're giving it just the day of the show. Here you go. Go look for a car.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, okay, got to do that.
Exactly.
So, anyways, that's our little take on trophies.
So,
you know,
either you're going to like us or
we
you're going
like
to hate
this
us.
one because the car club took all their extra trophies,
Time.
put it together,
Yeah.
and they gave it to us in honor of our radio show and a lot of the support that we give that particular group as well as all of the car clubs, because that's what we're about.
Yeah.
And you and I were very humbled by that. It was a lot of fun. So
we love all the car clubs that are out there. We love all the car people that are out there.
Yeah.
We have a great time with all of you. And again, just be respectful if you're coming to any of these events and enjoy it. So,
enjoy the wheels.
I hate to say this, but these two guys are ready to say, we're gone. So thanks again, once again, for, hey, no, get you out of there. Look at this. They can stand on their head, too. So, again, thanks for watching our blog.
Yeah, thank you.
And tune in for our next one. We'll be talking about,
We don't know yet.
I'm not sure, maybe resumes.
Every week we come up with this.
Oh, there we go.
Recipes? What?
Resumes.
Oh.